Hey there, this is Em from Unique Phoenix, and this is What's Wednesday. So, what's this Wednesday about? It's about kindness, self-kindness. Have you got it? Do you know where to find it? Do you know how to start? I'll be the first one to say I did not. So many years ago, when it started to really rise in me, that I had probably a lot more judgment than I had kindness. Now, what I've come to understand is what I was talking about in my post on Monday, is that where you find kindness, you're not going to be likely to find judgment. And when you find judgment, you're not going to be likely to find kindness. I know where I'd like to be. I'd like to be finding a lot more kindness. And I wasn't for a long time. I was really hard on myself, like ridiculously hard, incredibly hard. It's tiring. And the other thing that happens with that is when you're not kind to yourself, how on earth can you be kind to other people around you? Now, you can fake it as much as you want, but it's going to come out. It's going to continually come out until you say something and you think, oh, geez, that felt shit. But you've got no way to backtrack out of it. You can't. So how then do you start this? Because I've got to say, I was incredibly lost on how to start this. I knew it was a habit of my mind. I knew that it was going on up there. I knew that my go-to was to be hard and to judge myself before I did anything else. So how do we have our go-to as kindness? How do we do that? Now, a lot of the time it's in the words that we say to ourselves, and it's a build-up of habit. It's this continuous cycle of language that we use to ourselves that is really judgmental. So here's a little example, and I am going to help you out, and I'm going to give you a really fun but effective and simple way to bring this new habit into your awareness and to start changing your words around. So, because it all starts in our mind, judgment is in our minds. I mention this a lot. You can absolutely pollute the mind, and we know, pollute the body, but the soul's divine. The soul's pure. And being a transformation coach, that's the work that I do. I help you get to your soul. So that's the conversation that you're having all the time. That's where you're feeling, thinking, doing from all the time. And then you can use your body and use your mind as the vehicles that they were designed to be for us. But it's the soul that leads. And that's what I do in my work, is help you get to that, so that everything else can be a little bit of conversation, shift and changing all the time, because the soul's pure. It knows love, and that's all it knows. So the soul knows kindness. Now, one of the things that I used to say about myself was that I'm so forgetful. Judgment. I would walk in the house, I forgot my keys. Like seriously, I would get to the car, have everything else, and be looking for my keys and be like, I don't have my keys. Emma. And then the language that follows that is, you're so stupid. How could you forget your keys? You're getting in the car. Not helpful, right? And no kindness. How could I? How could I find any kindness there when there was nothing but judgment, right? So I flipped it by heading inside, and still today, I don't do it as much. Actually, I've got to say, I don't do it as much, because here's why. If I happen to need to go back into the house because something that I need for the day, when I walk in the house and I'm looking for it, I come in and go, I remembered it. Excellent, I remembered it. And even if I get to the place where I need to be and I look down, and I've done this before, and I've needed some sheets or I've needed something, I think, I needed to remember that. Can you feel the difference? Can you hear the difference? Can you see what kind of impact that's going to have on you? And what kind of impact it has in your relationships? So that's something that I did. But how did I do that? How did I get to that point where I could be so aware that I said, oh, we've got to flip that around. And what do I need to flip it around to? Here's how I started. It's fun and it's easy and it just, just has, honestly, it adds a bit of laughter to it. The minute I started judging myself, I would go, shut the fuck up, Rain. No, your story is not welcome here. Shut the hell up. Shut the bloody hell up. Whatever your language is, but shut up, Rain. Now, shut up is not a word I actually use or I feel good about or I feel comfortable with. It's very rare that I would say it outwardly, but I do have a joke with friends that if I'm offering to help and they're like, oh, no, don't do it. And I'll be like, shut the fuck up. It's happening. And they know that I'm joking. They know that it's just a bit of fun and it's just, a leveler. I don't do it with everyone. Don't do it with complete strangers. So that's a known joke. But for my brain, it really helped me get to kindness. Because as soon as I said it, shut the fuck up, brain, I went, oh, what do I want to say then? If I've got to shut that up, what do I want to say? So that's a really fun way of doing it, because here's what it does. It got me to the awareness of, am I being my friend? Because really kindness is being your best friend. When you're kind to yourself, you're being a friend to yourself. And you think about the things and the judgments and the harshness that you say to yourself all day, every day, day in, day out. Would you say that to your friend? You think about having a drink and coffee and catching up with them. Would you say that to them when they're talking about something in their life? Would you say to them, oh my God, you're so forgetful, what an idiot you are? It's not likely that you would. You're trying those pants when you're going into that meeting. I used to shake hands with people, and those years and years ago, I would do it all the time. I was so judgy on myself. And then I started to tell my brain to shut up. We're not running that story, we're not running that language, we're not doing that anymore. So then I had to decide, what did I want to do? And I wanted to be my own best friend, because I'm kind to my friends, I'm loving. Why wouldn't I offer that to myself? Crazy. So once I shut my brain up, I could then move into being my BFF. And I got to say, I love her. What a great friend she is. It's a choice, and you have a choice too. So first, let's shut that brain down of yours, and so it's not using you, you're using your brain. And second, become your best friend. And how do you want to speak to yourself in those moments? Those moments when you're stepping into a meeting or doing a presentation, when you are, really going after a great deal that you want, taking that opportunity, taking that next step in your business. What is it that you want? What kind of a friend do you want to be? What kind of a cheer squad friend do you want to be? When you add kindness, you're not going to find any kind of judgment. So let's shut our brains up, become our friends, and move into a space of self-kindness. There's a ripple effect that it has, and I'll be coming at you on Friday and sharing that with you. Thanks so much for sharing your beautiful time with me. I am a transformation coach. This is what I do, and I would love a soul conversation with you. If you are wanting to grow exponentially, if you want to really live that soul-fulfilled life, then let's have a chat in a soul conversation and see if we are a great match, are a great fit, and we can work together to move you into that soul-fulfilled life. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, and please remember, be you, there's only one, and feel good for being it.